Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is time to return to MMS Formula 1 Round 3 of Season 4. Today we will be heading, or we are rather already at, the San Marino track, or rather the location that hosts the San Marino Grand Prix, which is called the Autodromo Enzo Edino Ferrari, the track located in Imola. A track famous for multiple things. Recently it got its contract renewed with Formula 1 for multiple years, which is what you love to see, now hosting the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix and not the San Marino one. The track that has hosted multiple famous incidents. One of them happened in the span of one race weekend, but also it hosted some of the more fiercer rivalries, such as the 1982 Ferrari rivalry between Didier Pironi and Gilles Villeneuve, and probably a few more. But yeah, those are the main ones. Miran, you're here with me once more. 3 races in a row, that's a record, I think. What are your thoughts? Because the weather is projected to be completely random. There are rainy clouds, clear skies around the circuit. What do you think will happen in this race?
Well, first of all, it is great to be in the commentary booth with you, Kai, on this beautiful afternoon. I do think that the weather is going to be an interesting question. Personally, I probably wouldn't predict any raining in the first few laps at least, but we'll see what happens after that. I think, obviously, we can't really predict the weather, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, any predictions for the race? So far, Radko Bottas has won 2 rounds out of 2 races. Do you think he can continue his streak moving into Imola?
Well, it's safe to say that the Serbian has been on really great form in these first few races, and I think starting P2 he should probably be able to carry that on and take a win. But Kalmar is no slouch, as we know, so I think it is going to be a pretty hard-fought win if he does get it.
Yep. So now, hats off to you, as we're going to go to the grid order.
Yes, so down to the grid for the first San Marino Grand Prix in MMS. Attila Kalmar, a second pole position in his career for the Hungarian, as he lines up on P1 pole position, and accompanying him on the first row is Radko Bottas, who starts in P2. On the second row we got Mihail Valjak, who starts in 3rd place, and accompanying him is the Estonian Hendrik Salsaller, who is P4. Halil Shahin, improved qualifying pace for him, as he starts P5, just ahead of Rodney Rakus, the Williams driver, in P6. Joseph Murray starts P7 with Conan McGuinness in the March P8. Koichi Hoshi in the March sandwich there, as the Arrows driver starts P9, just ahead of Miran Evji, who rounds out the points in P10. Ole Katzenberg starting P11 for Benetton, as Eshak Al-Karm, who makes his MMS debut for Ferrari, starts in P12, just behind Giuseppe Stella in P13. Can he carry on his good form from Jerez? Let's see if he can do that today, as the other Giuseppe Radiantor starts in P14. James Morris Pearson is in 15th place, followed by Igor Vitz. De Ligier starts in 16th place, followed by his teammate and fellow Paul Mateusz Material, who starts in 17th. Max Pisonia in 18th place, followed by Marcus Kroneholme in P19. He scored points on debut last time out. Let's see if he is able to do that again, as world champion Harry Herholt starts in P20. Tin Anderson is P21, as the Dutchman is accompanied by Chris Komedipur, who starts in 22nd place. And behind Komedipur is his fellow countryman Joachim Michalmacher, who starts in 23rd place, followed by the Palau and Kerai Kyoto in 24th. Ben Svaldinger for Zach Speed is P25, as Lucas da Silva is P26. Alex Luan P27, as Diego Moscato is 28th, followed by Tobias Reaper, who did score his points last time out at Jerez. He starts 29th, and the final 2 cars on the grid will be Dindi Shabalabama Balama and Marcos Aguirre for La Rus.
Yeah, quite a tricky conditions out for Aguirre, as he's, I think, a full second behind, if not really close to a second from Shabalama. But we can see that Kalmar has finally got the pace back into the McLaren. I mean, 6/10 ahead of P2. That's a very big margin.
Yeah, I think taming that beast was probably the biggest thing when it came to the McLaren, because we do know its grip, we do know its capabilities, but I think just maybe the car was too good, I don't know, but I think the drivers had a bit a bit of a hard time to try and master it, but this really goes to show that it can be really dominant when you do tame it.
Yeah. So here we go. With all that done, let's get to the track. Let's get this done. Here we go. The lights are gonna come on now. The cars are revving the engines. It's just 4 red lights here. Actually, it's 8. And we're green here at San Marino. It's a very good start from Kalmar. Betis doesn't get a good start. Shahin, though, in the back, and I've seen him had a pretty good one. And there's contact, and that's one of the Aros cars nearly spinning out. And luckily, no such thing has happened. It's a clean getaway, nonetheless. And it is Betis still in second as Kalmar leads the pack. Then we have Valiak followed by Shahin and Saller, who spins out.
Yeah, that's Saller off, and he's made contact with the arrows there.
And there's a lot of damage. There's a lot of damage. There's Michael Maher. He's still having contact with people. There's still people spinning, not anymore. Hoshi has been involved, and Reaper as well. We need a replay.
Yeah, Hoshi was involved in a start accident where he almost spun out.
Oh.
So, oh dear.
That's Murray. Look.
Yeah, I thought he just lost it on his own.
No, Murray just hit him off, and this is well, yeah, Sasala, nothing he can do. He's just trying to spin that car around. Hoshi then bounces off, and then there's damage for Hairhold. That's unlucky for the man who's been doing so well recently. Then Michael Maher gets in a bit of a squabble, but what happened behind? Oh dear.
Oh, and what? Yeah, so.
That's Hoshi.
So yeah, Hoshi tried to re-enter. I thought it would be out, but I was wrong on that. So gets knocked over to the side there. Tries
that's
to
a poor rejoin. He just tries to rejoin at the earliest moment. Not really a good idea. And then he's stuck on Reaper, and then he's slightly into the wall, but he will keep it going.
Yeah.
As here we go, Michael Maher making moves. We're approaching the very dangerous chicane, really. This is not a place the drivers like. If it rains... Oh, there we go, Stella's off.
Oh, no! And that's Giuseppe Stella.
Yeah, the man who recently got his first podium, he's into a wall. Hard impact as well.
Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? He did really well last time out, so...
Yeah, it ain't looking too good. Hoshi damage, Stella damage. Giuseppe must be crying. Again, his driver's no luck. Ignore that. I had to show that to camera. I had to make sure nothing will go wrong here, so... Sasala damage, Stella damage in this little accident, and we have Hoshi, and that's it. That's all of this. The stewards are currently discussing penalties. Betis rise the curb. Yeah, think about the track, Miran. You notice these curbs are very high. Do you think they will impact the race heavily?
Oh, if you go too deep on those curbs, definitely. Especially that last corner, you could see people like Betis were really taking that curb, almost lifted up the car. So I think if you try and move and you're on the inside and you just go a bit too deep, that could end catastrophically, and I don't know what could happen.
So you got Shakal Karm the third making some moves on the March cars. Got a bit too aggressive though, so I said already enter now, maybe, I'm not sure though. No, he's going to stay behind, but yeah, I have to agree that they are going to be really tricky for the drivers to get around. We've seen in the qualifying sessions, and even through here, you can see the drivers really going deeply, trying to not hit any of those curves, because if you do, well, you're gone. Yeah,
it is true. I did also see, as there is some drivers in the pits, but I did see Betis who was trying a move on Kalmar for the lead, but couldn't quite get it done. Yeah. I think start-wise, we didn't really see too many overtakes. I think it was just more crashes and stuff, but we'll see if anyone can attempt an overtake. Obviously, this track is quite narrow, so overtaking will be a bit difficult, but everyone's still relatively close here, especially the top three here, Kalmar, Betis and Valiak.
Yeah, Valiak, again, quietly lurking behind the leaders. Also, yeah, I think it's going to be a situation like in Jerez last time out, where you really will have to find the correct spot to make the move to make it stick and, you know, for it to be successful. But yeah, we can have this nice little train of cars here. Then we have MMS F1 and Alcalm the third, and we have Radianto, Katzenberg, Maurice Pearson, Vit, Matteo Pizzonia, Kroneholmer and Michael Maher. Kroneholmer rounds off the points, and we have Comedy Polo 1 The two Zack Speed boys of the Indy Shabalabalama and Valdinger. They have Aguirre, Kyoto, De Silva, and Reaper, and the rest of the guys have came into the pit lane for repairs. Here we go though. Lead pack, the sun has come out, the clouds have passed, and it's clear skies at the moment, and the teams will use this opportunity to rocket away, gain the most positions, because once the rain hits, if the rain hits, I think it's going to be a completely different race.
Yeah. Rain always screws up the strategies that you have, so I think we're going to have a lot of drivers just frantically coming into the pits and trying to change their strategies. But one thing I should mention is just how incredibly close these drivers are, as we saw Shine trying to attempt to move on Joseph Murray there. But just how close these drivers are, how close they can follow each other, and how they just take the same lines every time. It's like they're on rails, and it's just mesmerizing to watch, isn't it? So I think we're in for a great battle for the lead once again, as we did see in Bahrain and Jerez.
Yeah, Radko Beta is known as the master of pressure. He's really applying a lot of pressure to Kalmar. He's sticking that Lotus right to the gearbox of the McLaren, despite, well, the Lotus being quite significantly underpowered, realistically speaking. And oh no.
What has happened to material?
Ollie Katzenberg has no luck whatsoever.
Oh yeah, that was...
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Just poor re-entry from Katzenberg.
Yeah, Katzenberg hits the curb, the car bounces, nothing he could do. Boink. At least material overtook him in a stylish way, but... two wheels and all.
Hopefully that won't be a track limits violation at least.
No, I mean, I don't think it should even be. As Pizzoni is also trying to make a slight overtake over here. Yep, Katzenberg pretty much lets him go. There's no point fighting without a rear wing, really. As Dindy overtakes his teammate, and next up is Tin Anderson, the Zimbabwe president, really showing his talent. Let's see, we go. The top three is still the same. But I think this race will be a lot about just keeping the car intact. This track, thanks to its curves, I think you can liken it to tracks like Nordschleife, where it's just about survival.
Yeah, I think the most important part of this race is going to be longevity. We've already seen about 4 cars getting wiped out at the start, so I think the accidents probably aren't going to stop. Especially in the later stage of the race, when the driver's going to get desperate and try moves, which won't be 100% clean. I think we are going to see some incidents later on as well. So I think this race is going to be all about trying to survive and keep it clean.
All right, so
but then again, you also do want...
Yeah, we have some confirmations. 5-second time penalty for Katzenberg for the unsafe region, and a warning for Hoshi and Salsaler. Oh wait, no. Okay, never mind. It's just a warning for Hoshi. The rest has not been discussed. Okay. But yeah, currently it's just a 5-second time penalty for Katzenberg for that rejoin, and I think that's understandable. We all discussed the penalties after the race, nonetheless, to make sure everything is set and steady. But we missed Murray trying to go for an overtake on Valyak in the midst of all this. Wait, oh no!
Oh no! And that is a pretty big crash. Kalmar and Bettes, the top 2, come together.
Oh!
Oh! And that was Stella. Big crash.
Oh no.
And that is a pretty scary accident. Let's see what happened there again.
I think we can see that Kalmar goes wide. He hit the curb here. This is what I spoke about. Drivers really went tight in here, trying to not hit it. He did hit it. And he tries to correct his car instantly to the racing line. Bettes has no time to react here.
Yeah, I would say that that's on Kalmar.
And then, well, the contact happens, and both of the cars get sprung up into the air. Kalmar flips, Bettes spins out, and then Bettes, well, the throttle might have been stuck on. I don't know. Oh, he bounces. You can't stop a bouncing car. You can see he's applying brakes. Stella, no time to react.
Oh.
That is massive. And then, oh no.
Oh, and who is that?
And that is straight into FG going Kalmar. Kalmar's season is done. I don't think McLaren will be keeping him for any longer.
That is... Yeah, just a shame for him. And now FG is damaged as well. Luckily, McGuinness, so the other March is at least safe. But yeah, that is a pretty scary accident, if I have to say so myself. But Joseph Murray now takes the lead of the San Marino Grand Prix.
Yeah, hopefully everyone is alright. Stella is already waving in the car, confirming he is alright despite the shunt, so... no. But yeah, better Stella and Kalmar out. This leaves Shahin, the man who has had no luck in the recent races, fighting for P2 with Michael Valiak.
Yeah, he's... I think this has really benefited him. He's now in the podium places, gaining on Valiak as well. Got a pretty good run on him, as Murray's just lapping Moscato there.
Yeah, Moscato, a really interesting driver, has scored points for Eurobron 2 races in a row, finishing in the last points bank position out of nowhere.
Yeah, very good performance from the Brazilian, I must say. As Rakus is trying to overtake the damage march of FG. Might there have been contact there? I don't know.
There was slight contact, but it was
yeah,
nothing too serious.
Yeah, Rakus is gonna slip past here. Alcar might get past as well, but no. Either way, Alcar the third is gonna have to overtake FG as soon as possible because he is losing time.
Yeah, there you go.
The Swedes.
Through the chicane. Yeah. Kind of brave, I have to say. But there's no reason to wait. Igor Witt on the back of Pearson as well. Might be a move into the uphill chicane, and it's raining.
Yeah, I was just gonna mention the clouds. As you can see, as we start to see a tiny bit of spray as Igor Witt tries to get past FG. Now FG just falling down the order, as what would have been a pretty good result for him and his teammate has just kind of been ruined with that re-entry from Attila Kalmar. But the battling is still continuing here in the top 3, as Valiak is now overtaking Moscato. A bit of traffic trouble for the Croatian, as Shine tries to clear Moscato as well. Valiak has cleared the Eurobron. Now it's just Shine who's trying to get past him, as he will now.
A clean, nice overtake, what you'll have to see.
Yeah. I do think, especially with the bad results he's had, I think people do kind of forget that Shaheen is a pretty good driver, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, his stint in Zauber has been very, very good. I mean, ever since Season 1, he's been showing very good results. He had the pace. He's really been one of the top midfield drivers throughout his whole career, and now he's got the opportunity of his lifetime. And, you know, it hasn't gone all correctly, but it's still able to be repaired. Oh no! Ooh.
Oh,
so that is aggressive. As the rain has stopped now. Yeah, again, this will be a very quick fallout rain. You know, fall in, fall out. Anderson. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh dear, what has happened?
What happened to Anderson? Why does he have no rear wing as well? What?
Maybe contact with Katzenberg would probably
guys,
be the...
hold on, a message to Stuart after the race, please. We'll wait for Cyril. This is going nowhere.
Oh, no? Okay, I thought it was someone coming out of the pits and they made contact, but... Wow, we must have missed this a long time ago.
Oh, I think it was in one of the... I don't know. It might have been in turn 1 and I'm just rewinding for no reason. Oh no! It's on Kyoto. We missed this whole accident. Look at this. Oh no, Dindy just murdered a man. Yeah, nothing Anderson could have done. Not Dindy. Nor Kyoto, for that matter, so... There's that. So Anderson lost his rear wing in this accident. That's probably going to be a that might be a penalty for Dindy for causing that collision there, just like Murray.
Yeah, I think the Zimbabwean president won't be too happy about that.
Yeah, Katzenberg aggressive. No, Flight, I'm not allowing that. No. After the race. I said after the race, we're doing it after the race. There's a dispute. Ignore me, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what happened to Anderson?
I don't know, that was a very, very strange accident coming into the bit. Let's see this.
So he goes in. Oh, he locked up. He locked up because of the lack of downforce and the rain and everything, and flips over the ball.
That is a very spectacular flip. I've never seen anything like that.
And he's trying to get into the pits. He's in the bounciness of these cars.
And through the power of teleportation. Boom.
He's leaving the pits, so I think he's out. Oh wait, he's full speeding in the pit lane. Oh no. 10. Oh no. Alright, here we go.
That could be a penalty.
Yeah. Rakus and Radianta side by side now. That's an Earth-active glitch. But oh, finally, Seawolf is here. Alright. Alright.
I should probably mention Alkarm. He's caught up to Rakus.
Okay. So we're gonna have to rewind the accidents now. Or after the race. You know what? After the race.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it after the race. Sorry for the chaoticness, but there's been a massive crash, so... Yeah, McGuinness currently with the fastest lap as well. That's a fun fact for you.
He's doing very well. We should probably mention Conor McGuinness. He's P4 at the moment.
Yeah, and, I mean, he's been doing well these past races. He just got into accidents he couldn't avoid.
Yeah. He's had a really, really good first few races in his rookie MMS season, McGuinness.
Yeah, it is an interesting tale overall of the March team, because they are doing very well, and nobody knows how. Everyone in the paddock is kind of baffled.
Yeah, you weren't really expecting March to be in the upper midfield of teams, I think. So, and especially considering that they have 2 rookies signed. So,
yeah, and the rookies are always a gamble. Yeah, the Dindy situation. The Dindy situation is basically the same as Murray, and but yeah, most of the penalties will be confirmed after the race. Because of the whole chaos that just happened. Corona Holman and Comedy Paul now battling for what is P12, followed by Alex Luan, who's also had a decent pace in the Eurobron. He's been keeping himself in the upper part of the low end of the field, if that makes sense. Recently finishing just 1 position behind his point-scoring teammate. So I think the Vietnamese driver has some promise in MMS.
I think he definitely does. I mean, he's had a few accidents out of his control, but either way, I think he's still doing pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, a P17 in a Eurobron is impressive, considering that car is absolutely not the best. As if we go,
definitely.
The sun is out. Eagle Vit pressurizing Pearson, who's stuck behind the lapped Kyoto. Rakus is punching. Oh no, that's that.
Debris.
That's Murray. That's Murray, and that's FG. Oh no. What happened here? Oh, it's a copycat of what happened between Betes and... It's a copycat. It's a copycat between what happened between Betes and Kalmar for the lead. It's the same situation. FG just...
Yeah, that's...
Actually, no, look. Murray turns in.
Oh.
That's completely different, because Betes did not turn in. Murray,
yeah, otherwise...
Maybe
otherwise...
thought the distance was enough. Maybe he thought that he would be able to, you know, snap behind AFG and maybe do a switchback, but no. The distance was too close, and that's Murray into the wall, and that's both of the McLarens realistically out of the race.
Yeah. Just pretty horrid weekend for FG, I think. I mean, no, he qualified well, but the race has really just not gone his way. And yeah, same for McLaren as well. Both their drivers involved in incidents.
Yeah, McLaren overall a woeful start to the season, and it's really painting a very sour picture for the remainder of the season, because we're at just round 3 of 15. This is...
Yeah.
FG did not cause any more accidents, I can tell you that. So, thank you. Alright, back to the race leaders now, which is Mihail Valek and Halil Shahin. Valek has led the race before, I believe that was Harad.
McGuinness!
And McGuinness,
he's third now.
Yeah, he's stuck behind Moscato though, which is not good because Rakus is approaching, and Rakus has the pace. Ashok Alkarm the third is going to be in the top 6.
And he started P11.
Yeah, that is kind of insane, as Anderson has slowed down Rakus massively. This is bad.
Yeah, this is gonna cost Rakus, especially as I just realized Giuseppe Radiantor in P5.
Yeah, in the arrows, that's also impressive.
So yeah, Radiantor was able to overtake Alkarm.
Oh yeah, but Alkarm is coming back at him because of Anderson slowing Alkarm massively. I mean, this is the thing with traffic here. If you're stuck behind a slower car, you're stuck, you're done.
Yeah, that is true. But let's see as they head through the chicane,
It's
and
happened
it's
again.
gonna crash, and Alkarm is out.
Yeah, Radiantor moving on. Ashok Alkarm debut done. As Khalil Shahin is doing Ferrari proud with a very swift overtake. On the outside.
So let's look at this then, into the braking zone. Shahin on the outside.
They touched a bit. Shahin gets the better run, closes the door on Valek here. Gets a beautiful run, stays ahead, and now downhill into Aqua Minerale, I believe. Valek will go for a move. Because Shahin makes a slight mistake here. They touch here, but no damage to anyone. And they remain close. So, yeah, that chicane really is catching up people. And Katzenberg is out of the race. He's not.
Just a roller coaster of emotions for Ferrari. Oh no. And I think they... Yeah.
That's a copycat maneuver of what we've seen twice already, albeit Katzenberg does go straight on here. And it doesn't matter. Yeah. Actually, no, Hoshi does turn in more. So... It's a copycat of what we've seen before. A lot of... yeah, that's... It's not good. Not good. Katzenberg already had a time penalty on him for an unsafe rejoin, so this is just adding salt to injury.
It's an absolute roller coaster for Ferrari, wasn't it? One of their rookie driver in P6 crashes out, but the other one takes the lead of the race. So
yeah, you know, a small price to pay, I suppose.
Yeah,
for a contention for the first ever win for Ferrari, mind you. They haven't won yet.
That is true. Yeah.
And it would be on home soil, on a home track.
But it won't be Shahin's first win, no? Second.
Yeah.
I think.
Nonetheless, a win is a win.
That is true. So there's material in the Ligier. Hopefully it won't cause too much trouble to these two guys. Let's see as Shahin
side by side, bumps, a lot of bumps. Valek is going for it. Here's the upset. Shahin goes to the wet side of the circuit, but he might not be as stuck as Valek is. No, Valek is going to go to the inside of material, but won't overtake him. He's battling with Shahin over here. Still side by side, beautiful battle. Shahin gets the outside line and he gets him. Wow.
Wonderful battle between the two, but Shahin comes out victorious then. As yeah, material did hold him up a bit, but racing is racing.
Yeah, there was some clean racing as well. But here we go.
Really was.
On the back of Shahin again.
Yeah, he could definitely try. He got a pretty good run on the Turkish driver. Let's see if he can make the move as we head into the first braking zone. I think he's got to stay behind though. Yes, he does.
Yeah, there's a yellow flag for Katzenberg, who's still stuck there. As McGuinness is keeping himself in distance from Rakus. He's obviously losing some time, but he's still doing decently. Moscato now gets slapped by Rakus. Then we can see Radianta stuck behind Anderson, and then we have just a really gloomy picture of Joseph Murray, his race is over. I mean, the only thing he can hope for is probably some points, but in the lower end of the points playing field nonetheless. It's not like there's stuff to celebrate about.
Yeah, I think you do kind of have to feel for Ashok Alkarm III though. In his first race, P6, and then he just had that accident, and that put him out. But there's always next time.
Yeah, and he will be kept most likely for at least the next round at Estoril, so there will be opportunities. That's a given.
Yeah, definitely. I think it is that chicane though where we're seeing the most accidents happen.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. There are talks of that chicane being swapped out to a hairpin for next seasons because the drivers don't like it and it's causing a lot of accidents, as we have seen. So, there's a question of whether or not it should be kept or not.
Yeah, I do think it is a bit dangerous, and I can understand why the drivers do not like it. But we'll see what will happen in the following years if the circuit does get retained for future seasons.
So here we go, Valnek still on the back of Shahin. Lap 15 out of 20, no pit stops as of yet. That's a curious tale.
It really is, but I think we'll probably start seeing them by next lap, I'd say.
Yeah, oh, here we go.
Shabalabama is into the pits.
And I think this is a scheduled stop. It is. People are starting to come in properly now, as I've seen some rain clouds over the circuit, and I think I've seen... Yeah, there's rain. It's raining.
Yeah, the rain's back, as Witt is dueling with Michael Macher, the Real driver defending from the Polish man in the Ligier. Doing very,
he's going to go
well.
for a very aggressive overtake. Fails to make it stick, I think. Still side by side of Michael Maher into the chicane. Michael Maher is going to be on full send. Yes, he will be. Still side by side of Eagle with beautiful racing. Oh no. No room left for Michael Maher. Keep it on the track.
Oh no! And that is comedy poor as the two Germans make contact and he flips round into the grass.
Ex-teammates collide. That's not a good outlook. Michael Maher really struggling.
I was gonna say that it was a really good battle, but yeah, it just kind of ended, just did not really end well for Michael Macher, did it? But I mean, the battle was really good. I think Witt was really brave with that move from quite a long way back, and then he made it stick. Michael Macher, aggressive move, almost got it done had it not been for him going wide. I think the rain is really starting to play its part now. Yeah,
but the rain has stopped though. So the drivers are just getting caught out by differing conditions. As Shahin is coming in this lap, Valnek is doing the long run, Rakos is coming in as well, McGuinness going in for the long run, same with Radianto and Pearson, who's lapping Kyoto. Oh, that's an interesting sight to see. Because the other Tyrrell was near Kyoto today. Sadly, Stella is out of the race already. But yeah, Pearson, you can see the spray still coming off of the car when you're offline, which is not good. It does catch you out.
I think one to watch in this race is going to be Conor McGuinness. He's got Rodney Ruckus behind him, and we'll see what strategy he gets put on. It'll be interesting to see where he finishes.
Yeah, that's a given. Here we go, though. Into the pit lane goes Khalil Shahin. Instant pit box, as you do. Should be a nice stop. Hello, that's Rodney Ruckus. And that's a long stop for Shahin, obviously.
Oh, no.
The Ferrari pit box. No, that's a very long stop. Maybe fixing some damage he had on the car. 15-second stop, and Ruckus has jumped him. And that's a very bad outlook for the rest of the race for him.
What horrid luck for Khalil Shahin, genuinely.
Yeah, this is not looking good.
As there is...
McGuinness is not coming in. Is McGuinness doing a no-stop? Do you think it's possible?
I don't know. I wouldn't say so necessarily, but I don't know. Let's see what the Scotsman does.
Yeah, I mean, McGuinness is low on fuel. There is the fuel light on the top left of your screen, the yellow thing punching through the GUI, but I think he might run out. I don't know what March is doing. They are on course for a podium. Don't tell me the Lucian curse has came over. Radianta also low on fuel. Ruckus is already pushing away. I don't know what will happen. I'm kind of afraid of what might happen.
Yeah, it's turning out to be a very weird situation. Meanwhile, here are the two La Rusas of Aguirre and Reaper, as they're just there, I guess.
Yeah, they're very quiet in the race, nothing really bothering them. But yeah, Valnek and McGuinness is coming in this lap, but will he even come in? is the true question. Valek, very long stop.
I think might he be fixing damage as well?
Yeah, there might be some fixes to like the damage because he had a few contact. There is Rakus though. Rakus is into the lead of the. Oh no, Rakus has taken the lead. It's a Williams 1 and 2. It's a good thing, obviously, but I'm kind of confused. I think Valek is the driver that's ahead of Rakus in the standings. Valek is the championship contender when it comes to the current standings. So why put Rodney ahead? Shahin is on the back of Valek.
Yeah, I have absolutely no clue. But I think it's a shame for Halil Shahin, isn't it? Was leading the race. Now he's down 2 positions, but he's on the back of Valyak, so at least maybe some
yeah, there might be
of
consolation.
Yeah. Exactly, that was the word I was looking for. I think Shahin's...
Yeah, gone.
Yeah, I think Shahin's driven really well though, even with that slow pit stop.
Yeah, no, he's definitely keeping up the pace with the Williams cars, and one thing I also noticed, a lot of the cars in the midfield are not coming in just yet, and that poses another question: do you have to even pit? I mean, obviously the top cars pit, but that's because they have enough pace to pit and not be affected too much by it. McGuinness is already leaving the pit lane. Oh my god.
No way. No way.
The master stroke. Look at the pit stop. He's already dropped off the jacks. Instant.
That is a lightning stop from the March pit crew. And that's put him 2.1 seconds ahead of Rodney Rakus.
And there he is. There is the Finnish menace himself. Oh man, we're in for a very tight battle for the lead here. He's gaining rapidly on Conor McGuinness in a straight line. We're gonna have a very interesting top 4 battle in the next laps, as there is Pearson, who has not came into the pits yet. Same with Max Bizonia. Kroneholm also not coming in, Luan is coming in, Vic just left the pit lane, the two Ruskas also not coming in, there is Herhold, followed by Shabalama and Veldingen, and then Lucas the Silver rounding off the points. I don't understand what is going on though. Conor McGuinness in the march. I mean, I don't get it, man.
Conor McGuinness, in his rookie season, in a March, is leading the San Marino Grand Prix. And he's got a very angry Rodney Rakus behind the pole. Wow, look how much he's gaining on the Scotsman. McGuinness is going to have to defend for his dear life from the Williams.
He will. He showed his aggression in the previous races. McGuinness will bloody defend, and everybody knows that he's capable of doing such things. Here we go, Rakus on the slipstream, Valek behind. Oh, this is going to be the battle of the season, I think. Because you have a top midfield car battling championship contenders over here. Nobody is going to give any room. Rakus is going for it.
Here he goes, Rodney Rakus on Conor McGuinness on the inside into the first corner. They're going to head into the braking zone now. McGuinness is going to be in the inside. Rakus is going to have to swing around the outside. But I think McGuinness has been able to hold it.
I think Rakus got it.
No. Yeah, he did. Rodney Rakus retakes the lead of the San Marino Grand Prix. McGuinness's lead has diminished, but either way, I think he still did pretty well as everyone heads into the chicane. Rakus is a bit slow on exit.
Yeah, Rakus made a massive mistake. He rode the curb, the car bounced all around. McGuinness nearly got him, but had to react himself, which allowed Valek to now get on the back of the March car. And then we can see the Ferrari of Shahin just glaring in the background, waiting for something to happen. Pearson is coming in this lap, then we have Pizzonia also coming in, so the long run has finished for those lads. But there we go, Valek putting the pressure on McGuinness. McGuinness keeping within distance. Look how much he gained through the corner here.
Wow. I should probably mention Rakus with the slow exit out of the chicane there, the previous one. He backed up McGuinness into Valyak. So could that be like a strategy or something to try and get Mihail to overtake McGuinness there?
Yeah, it might be something, but look at McGuinness in the slipstream. The pace is there. The March might be on attack over here. Let's see. Into the next corner, Valek is trying to swing it around, but he can't. 2 laps to go. Oh my god, it's going to be very close. It's going to be very close. McGuinness is pretty much on the verge of overtaking Rakus, and Shahin is catching up to those lads momentarily. It's going to be a four-way battle.
Yeah, Shahin could get himself into the mix here, as it's Rakus, Valiak,
Oh my god, McGuinness is going for it.
He's going for it on the inside into the chicane. Oh no, he's gone wide. Shahin, as they make contact, and Shahin and McGuinness with damage end in tears for Conan McGuinness, but he's still P3. Either way, a poor re-entry from Conan McGuinness sees him make contact with the Ferrari of Holland Shine. Let's see this again.
Yeah, this is the move. He went too aggressive. He jumps over the curb here. The tires are not touching the ground here. And that's why he went wide, you know, instant turn in. And I mean, he tries to avoid it. But it was not enough. No damage from McGuinness, though. That's the thing. No damage from McGuinness, and Vainak and Rakus want to battle it out for the lead. Radianta is in P4, and then we have Morris in P6. So these guys will be the ones gaining on the whole incident. But here we go, Vainak and Rakus now. Oh man, I feel for Shahin. I really do feel for Halil.
Yeah, man. I think out of all the drivers we had in MMS this season, this man, Halil Shahin, has the worst luck. Actually, maybe Lucian, because that she died. But out of all the alive drivers, I think Shahin is the one with the worst luck, considering that it's just nothing goes right for him.
Yeah, I mean, he was on course for a very nice podium and then gone. Not even due to his own fault, he just got robbed away from him. Valiak now on the back of Rakus. Is this going to be a move for the lead? He's going for it. He's absolutely relentless. He's going to try and overtake his teammate. They will have a bit of a touch here. He's going to get a decent exit. They're going to be side by side. Oh no, they're going to go side by side into the chicane. Oh no.
On the final lap of the race, as Valiak and Rakus side by side into Williams, into the chicane, is this going to really end well?
Oh no, there's McGuinness. There is McGuinness with the speed difference.
Don't do it, Conan.
No, he's learned from his mistakes. He gets very bouncy. He nearly gets Rakus. Valak's rocketed off into the distance. He's already got the position. McGuinness still within attack distance onto Rakus. If Rakus makes a mistake, McGuinness might do something. Any mistake now can cost everything in this situation. Rakus on the back of Valiak into the two final... Actually, no, the final sector. Because this is not the modern layout. Here we go. Will Rakus send it on to Valiak here? I don't think he can. Oh man.
I think he isn't gonna try it. I think Michal Valiak's gonna have it. As the two Williams, it's gonna be almost a photo finish for them.
Yeah, but it is Michael Valiak to win the San Marino Grand Prix, the inaugural race. He will take the lead of the championship. And this is a championship upset. This is massive for Williams, as it's a 1-2. Conan McGuinness, no matter what happens, he will get P3 for March, as we have a new Formula 1 team on the podium. Then we have Radianta, 18 seconds behind these guys in P4. Then we have Pearson in 5th. Vit, amazing performance in the Liège as he scores his first points of the season in 6th. Max Pisonia, bottom text.
87 for Max Pisonia.
In the AGS as well.
And Luan,
a top 10. A top 10 for the Eurobrun. Eurobrun, more like Eurobro moment. This is insane.
Great day for Eurobrun.
Shabalababalama 9th, Aguirre 10th, Zaxby double points. The silver points, material points, Herhold points, LaRue's double points.
LaRue's double points.
And then Murray, a singular point from McLaren. I think that sums up this race very nice.
LaRue's
and he gets the fastest lap.
Yeah, LaRue's Eurobron and Zach Speed will score more points than McLaren this race.
I really shouldn't be.
And Lotus as well.
Oh man, that is one crazy race. Alright, so, fastest up goes to Murray. Michael Valiak wins the race. Can you pinpoint a driver of the day?
Oh, I have no idea. I think probably Conan McGuinness received all the spotlight today. So I think I really must give it to Conan McGuinness. I mean, underdog performance. Who doesn't love that? And I think he drove really greatly in a March, got that P3. Could have been so much better had he not made a mistake, I think. But there's so many contenders, right? We had so many great drives, so many underdog performances today that I can't really give it to anyone, honestly. McGuinness just gets it by a tiny little bit.
Yeah, I say, you know, I'm gonna give the driver of the day to Shakal Khan III. Like, he has had a very good debut up until the little accident in the chicane, because had it not been for that, he probably would have been contending for, you know, a podium maybe. Definitely a top 5 finish. Another honourable mention would be James Morris Pearson, Radiantor, and Pizzonia. Like the 4 guys below McGuinness, because they did very well. Alex Luan, I mean, all of them, the whole people, the whole top 10, like the whole top 16, apart from Murray, in my opinion, deserve driver of the day, because that was some amazing racing today.
Yeah.
Alright, well, next race is the Portuguese Grand Prix at Estoril, which should be a fairly entertaining race. So, It has been it for me.
Yeah, and I've been Miran Evci.
And I've been Carly Sorosnia, and be sure to be safe on the roads, check us out next time out, and be safe on the roads, and bye bye.